All right, St. Johns County Fire Union pushes for healthier work-life balance. They're the first to answer when emergencies strike, but now St. Johns County firefighters say they are the ones in crisis. Growing calls and mandatory overtime are pushing local fire crews to the brink. Many are working back-to-back 24 and even 48-hour shifts, often logging 56 hours a week and no mandatory rest periods between shifts. Now the St. Johns County Fire Union is urging county leaders to act. Union leaders and county officials are scheduled to meet again this Wednesday as part of an ongoing contract negotiations with a healthier work schedule at the top of the agenda. In the behind-the-scenes look with News 4 Jax, firefighters gave a glimpse of their high-pressure reality, responding to emergency calls nonstop, often running drills in full gear with little to no sleep. Battalion Chief Brian Mitzel says county growth is driving emergency call volumes, and when no one volunteers for overtime, a computer system steps in and assigns the shift, often forcing the least recently scheduled firefighter to stay on duty. Union President David Stevens says it's taking its toll physically and mentally. Quote, "We're exposed to things daily that most people don't see in their lifetime. Do you want a firefighter making life or death decisions after 48 hours with no sleep?" New state law recommends fire departments move to a 42-hour work week, but it's not mandatory yet. St. Johns County firefighters want that change written into their contract. They say it's a matter of health, safety, and performance, not just for themselves, but for the community. The county confirmed it's in the early stages of discussion with the union, but until an agreement is reached, firefighters say they'll keep showing up and keep asking for support to keep going strong. We do love our firefighters. I would love to see this change made. We need to figure this out. We got to get the firefighters the support they need to help them recover. They go through a lot.
They do. And them being mentally strong is, they can't help us unless they have a clear mind and they're where they need to be. So we need to try the best to help them the best we possibly can. So
modern research on the importance of sleep and the detriment to the person who is sleep deprived, it really surprises me that we're just requesting a 42-hour work week. Sleep really is showing itself to be far more beneficial for health, for your mental health, physical health, everything. I mean, recovery, being able to make proper decisions just with hour change. So every year at hour change, when time changes, that 1 hour that we go through, car accidents go up, heart attacks go up, all sorts of domestic violence calls go up. It's ridiculous just that 1 hour change for the general population and the negative impacts it has. Could you imagine having to do well over 56 hours a week with the kind of stress and constant demand that's on our firefighters?
Yeah,
that's insane.
And I know how exhausted I get, because I normally work between about 55 to about 70 hours a week, and I know how exhausted I get at the end of the week. So like on Fridays, you guys will see me and I'll be like, you get a little bit of zombie, and that's not the glitching. And I think the glitching's actually fixed itself, Blake.
Yeah.
But these people have to be on their game. They're saving people's lives. They have to be on their game. And I can't imagine, at the end of the week and Saturdays, I usually do a little bit of work in the morning, and then I'm like vegging.
Yeah.
And like have to reset. These guys have to reset. These men and women have to reset.
Yeah.
And it mentally, you're not there if the computer says, "Oh, you're coming into work for overtime."
Yeah.
Mentally they can't get.
Could you imagine you're in your veg state and then an algorithm just says, "No, you're required to show up in 30 minutes."
Well, I know what it does to me. I mean, it happens. When I was doing the amphitheater and we first started, we were extremely understaffed, and I would be, when we did Winter Wonderland,
which I miss, and I know why it's not coming back ever, but I miss it.
I took like one night off, and a guy had a heart attack there, and oh my gosh, I was like, I take one night off. Yeah. But I mean, I know what that did. I mean, the guy luckily made it.
Yes.
So I don't want to sound like
we can tell the story because he survived.
He survived. But I mean, it was one of those things where like I just literally was, and I handle stress pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't normally, get in that state. But if you have any type of, glitch,
Yeah.
probably not the right word to say today.
The word of the day
it's tough to get yourself back there.
Yeah,
So
100%.
So I hope they get all the help they need, and so they can take care of us.
Absolutely.
So